Ukraine must surrender or cease to exist. Russian official says live updates caption hide caption Biden administration commits resources to Ukraine's Zelensky. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky seeks to support his country in the United States as he faces growing resentment from neighboring Poland. Scott L. Hall. USA Today. A senior Russian official warned Ukraine must surrender to Moscow's terms or the country would cease to exist, and claimed he had killed a top Russian admiral in Crimea as Ukraine was dragged into its 20th month of war. Speaker Russia's lower house parliament Vyacheslav Volodin said Russian state media chief Joe Biden, NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg, other Western officials have poured huge amounts time, effort, money and military into the war. 19 months after the start Russia's invasion. Volodin said the West has made little progress as its economy's struggle support wanes. These are simple facts. West is experiencing shortages of weapons ammunition. People in Europe and USA have lost trust in politicians. Kyiv regime's counteroffensives have failed. Volodin said. Ukrainian and Western officials claim steady progress on the counter-January. However, an ABC News Washington Post poll released Sunday found a softening in support for the American war. More than 41% of those surveyed said the United States was backing the war, up from 33% in February. He said he was doing too much and half of it wasn't the right amount or enough of the US 60. Improvements end proof. Polish President Andrzej Duda downplayed a grain fight with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky and walked back his claim that Poland would no longer transfer weapons to Kyiv. Duda told Warsaw tabloid Super Express that Poland would send its old equipment to Ukraine as it was replaced with modern weapons. Zelensky said in Telegram that 31 high-tech M1 Abrams tanks promised by the USA have arrived in Ukraine. Abrams are already in Ukraine and preparing to strengthen our brigades, Zelensky wrote. Admiral Viktor Sokolov, commander of Russia's Black Sea Legs, was killed in a Ukrainian attack on the Russian naval base in Crimea, where Ukraine's Special Operations Forces allegedly were on a telegraph mission. The Post reported that 34 officers were killed in the attack on Friday and more than 100 Russian soldiers were killed. Russian authorities did not comment on casualties resulting from the attack. Ukraine is targeting Crimean military facilities as part of a joint effort to retake the peninsula, seized by Russia almost a decade ago. This is remarkable achievement in eliminating a very important Russian military leader of Ukraine and many of his subordinates. Retired U.S. Admiral James Stavridis said in Twitter post. He continued by saying, "I believe you have. Go back to World War II, find the other admiral killed in the war." The British Ministry of Defence says the UK military has sent Royal Engineers to Poland to train Ukrainians in high-tech removal.